So I was gonna stream this, but Spectrum decided to tell me to go fuck myself. So we're doing this offline. I'll just upload it later, I guess. We're doing a real survival run, which I've done this on Xbox. It's not the first time I've done it, but you never know. I'm just I'm so frustrated at Spectrum right now. I do have a hard stop for this recording, so I might have to like split it up into two parts. We'll see. What are we doing? Okay. This is not a speed run. This is not a guide.
What is this place?
This is someone who is not very good at the game
Hey, Whisker.
doing a thing that's kind of difficult. Maybe. Let's see. Feels weird. I've been playing on the Xbox controller so long. The PlayStation controller feels a little weird for this. This is part of a project that I've been working on where I want to get, or at least make a like significant attempt to get both the 1,000 gamer score and a platinum on as many Resident Evil games as I can. There's going to be some that I'm going to tap out on. Either they're too hard or they're going to require multiplayer and I might not be able to get that done. I'm not recording every bit of it. I kind of wish I would have recorded the first time I did this, but I didn't. But honestly, this is just stream cope. Since I couldn't stream normally.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have been back and forth with Spectrum and speed test, and I'm tired, boss. What are these controls? Yeah, I got really used to Type A from Xbox. We are playing on a PS5, even though it says PS4. There we go. That's what I'm used to there. I did get the 1,000 gamer score on Xbox. Like I'm done playing the Xbox version. Anyways, yeah, that was the whole thing I was trying to do. This is insurance. Honestly, this first little bit is the roughest part. If I can get to just a little bit before the yawn fight, I think I'll be in pretty decent shape. Bro, he is coming out quick. That worked out way better than it usually does. So much better than it usually does. And we suck, so we're gonna have to kill at least one of these zombies out here. Bleed. Bleed. Ah, fuck. Because we didn't... Okay. Oh my goodness. What was that? Something I'm really bad about is examining this book. I would love to get those shotgun shells, but I don't really think I can afford it. So the way I played this before was focusing on this one item box. Is pretty much the only one I use until like the end of the game. It's the one that we're coming up to. I can't even totally follow my guide that I use. Like I have, it's a guide. I watched a speed run from a runner that I actually won't credit because fuck him. But I did this years ago, and I won't sit here and act like it's a guide that isn't going to help me. But it doesn't really work as well for real survival. You know what? This is horribly inefficient, but at the same time, I don't want to have to come back out here for anything. We won't be saving anybody on this run, so I'm working on 2 trophies: clearing the game on real survival, and then clearing the game without saving Barry or Chris. What is my defense item set to? It's already set to manual. Okay, that's good. Because sometimes I don't want to use a defense item. I'm really hoping we get some decaps for the next little bit. We're gonna have to make a lot of extra trips to the storage box. In case you're watching this and you don't know how this mode works, the storage boxes aren't linked, and I also don't have auto aim. The only thing that works in my favor is that this door coming up here in a minute is not broken. So the one that I'm about to go through, like the next door, I can go through that door as much as I want now. I don't have to do the whole back area first. That's really nice. Like, really nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna be clearing this area and I call it the U-Haul because I think it's funny. One thing I gotta check. I'm sorry I'm going in the menu so much. Why are these different? They just have totally different controls between Xbox. Oh shit! That was a mistake on my part. Come on, defensive item. We're about to lose this whole run. Stay the fuck down. He's not bleeding. He's gonna get back up. The good game giveth, the good game taketh away, I guess. We're gonna use that double green that we put down here earlier. The opening part I feel is the hardest part. Like there's like little hard blips throughout. It never really gets easy per se, but like it's never like the whole beginning section because you're so limited and there's so many dangers that like you just need to go clear out. This guy isn't too much trouble. If you can dodge around him like that. I still might put him down with a handgun later. So I really plan on abusing kerosene stuff in this section to try to get this to be safer. That was one problem I kept running into with my previous playthrough was like this this U-Haul area coming up was just a nightmare. Nice. We have one shot left. Defensive items L2 on this. Tell you what, I'll change that again when we do our CQC run. We'll probably do that as Chris. Oh, Christopher. Because we gotta get another clear on the game with him anyways. I actually had to clear the game twice with him. Alright, that was a hell of a detour, but like, we're in better shape for it. Where did those acid rounds go? Fuck, I was counting on those. I guess it's my fault for not having enough space, but damn. You couldn't just like set them on the ground? Let me do some research on that really quick. Okay, so from what I can tell, I'm fucked on those acid rounds. That sucks so bad. Come on, die already! We'll come back and get the collar. Like right now. I'm mainly upset at how little damage I was doing to that dog. And how bad it fucked me up. I really enjoyed those herbs. Those are great. Nice. I always go the wrong way here. Oh, but we're in for a bad time. Just hang with me for this. Oh man, this sucks. I, my inventory is crammed full of shit. It's so nice that hallway is pretty safe. Like, it won't stay that way, because there'll be a zombie that'll bust out. But still, it's better than dodging 3 in that hallway. I actually think we're done with this key too, now that I think about it. Okay. That was a small detour. But we should be able to get back there pretty quickly. A great start became a rough start. And I have to be kind of sparing with my saves here at the beginning. I eventually will get enough ink ribbons where I can save as much as I want, which really helps out with this playthrough. Like, a lot of guides are like, oh yeah, to reduce the amount of playthroughs, do this, that, and the other. And that's great. Like, if you can follow those guides, knock yourself out, go for it. I prefer to make it as easy as possible. I don't mind playing a little bit longer if it means it's a little bit easier. So for those that combine like a whole bunch of crazy shit into this run, like, hey, go for it, I salute you, but that's not gonna be me. The only reason I'm combining the don't save anybody with this run is so that way we don't have to fight Tyrant on the helipad. And we get Barry's Magnum, which is ridiculously overpowered. Like, ridiculously overpowered. That thing takes no fucking prisoners. That being said, I need to pause for a second. Savvy's got a package coming. I want to see if it's here. Alright. It turns out I was right. I literally caught the dude delivering the package like in real time. It was kind of funny, kind of awkward. I did also do another speed test because I would love to get the stream going, but it's not in the cards. Still only getting like, I get anywhere between like 0, no shit, 0, and like 5 megabits per second. I'm supposed to be getting 20. I've got a technician coming out tomorrow. You know what? Because I'm not redoing all that. Like, this is how we're gonna get through it, is just inching our way through. What are we transferring? Whatever. So we have to do the serum. Shit, we didn't get the grenade launcher. We'll get that here in a minute. I left that in there the whole time. Last time, and I regretted it. That went a lot better than I was expecting it to. Wow, there's no defense item there. Okay. But yeah, I've worked out a plan for dealing with the actual yawn fight that I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the Magnum. And I'm gonna use the Magnum during that fight because I'm gonna be using Barry's Magnum during Tyrant 1. Damn, nothing there either. Okay. We still have to make a side trip to go get the grenade launcher, though. Though, I mean, I don't have immediate plans for using it. I still want it. Cool. I'm gonna do something kind of silly here, but I want to be able to drop off this lighter. I have a few different things I want to run and do. And one of them is drop off this lighter. But I have to get the musical score from up here to do it. That. I've been really fortunate with zombie dodges on this run. Musical score, ammo, grenade launcher. Okay. I should be good to get this. I probably won't need it, but it's another one of those, like, I really want it just in case. Yeah, come on this way. I'm sure there's way faster ways to do this room, but like I do it this way because it makes sense to me. Yeah, come on around, boys. Oh, shit. Alright, that's good enough for me. So that's done. Which I'm glad that's done. That's out of the way. We need to get the grenade launcher, and then we're going to come back up to the U-Haul, drop shit off. Oh, shit, there's one more little thing I want to do. I suppose I have a lot to do, yeah. But this part usually goes poorly, and I don't mind. Well, fuck it. Let's push this save to the yawn room, because I don't have that much to do. But I'm being really cautious with item management, so something that I'm going to do that, like, I probably is certainly not faster is go ahead and get this death mask in. That also frees up an inventory slot. Ooh, well. Still not great. Yeah, we gotta drop off some stuff. If only I had that shortcut opened. Item box. That's right. We're gonna go the safe way, even if it is. I don't know. It's probably not much slower than if we could go through that back gate already, but I don't. I suppose I could do like a quick run through on that gate. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're gonna do the masks just a little bit out of order. And seeing as we're gonna do the masks out of order, let's just go ahead and get the armor hall mask. This has been easier because I'm approaching it a little bit differently, a little bit safer. Because I feel like most people who would be in a hurry would tell you, "Oh yeah, don't bother with killing zombies in these couple rooms." But the X button was delayed on me hitting that. Yeah, this way, the only mask we're gonna need is the one in the yawn room, and I can like save right before that, because that sucks. If I get poisoned by yawn, I'm gonna be restarting from the save because yawn poison is stupid. Hey, looking good. Yeah, well, my health at the bottom, so that way I can just add stuff as I find it. Alright, let's go get these death masks in and unlock a shortcut. I'm so glad we can use this door as much as we want. I was expecting that key to be used up. Where have I forgotten to use it? I wonder. Oh, the B room, that's right. We'll get that done too. Before we do the save. Elder Crimson Head kind of sucks. Like, he doesn't normally suck, but I found the first time I did this that I really relied on auto aim. Like, a lot. And you don't have it on this difficulty. Fighting him invisible kind of sucked too, but was nowhere near as bad. This will just make it so we don't have to carry nearly as much shit. Like, it takes longer, sure, but totally worth it. This should make this key go away. Oh. There's some more ink ribbons up here that'll put us in a really solid spot for ribbons for a good portion of the game. I ended up saving about 15 times, and there was one like junk save that I didn't really like benefit from, so I ended up doing about 14 saves, and I still had several ink ribbons left afterwards. I did have to do some smuggling of ink ribbons, but it was a small price to pay. And when I say smuggling, I mean I had to smuggle them from the guardhouse residence back to the manor.
What do you make of it?
What?
Yeah, we got the room for it, it's fine. Just getting the windmill. Now we don't have to go back in here for anything. And we got an extra full heal out of it. Not too shabby. Oh, I know why I still have that key, because there is still one critical door I haven't gone through yet. We're gonna go ahead and get the emblems done. And then we'll come back and save right before the on fight. So I guess the best place to save will actually be the dining room. Okay, that zombie's still there. I see him. He's gonna go away when I have the last death mask. That's when I can grab those shotgun shells. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do another save right before the on fight. It would be amazing if the zombie played nice. I don't expect him to, but it would be amazing nonetheless. This is one of the more pain in the ass zombies this whole playthrough. Come on, go for it. Well, I was prepared. You know what, though? I wasn't prepared. Son of a bitch. I do this all the time. I do this all the time. I hate it. So we might have to use yet another defensive item. Which is fine. I've been unintentionally stockpiling them because I thought it would be left bumper instead it's left trigger on PlayStation. But I needed this. And I made a fucky wucky. Double daggered, I guess. We are being a lot better with our save this time around. Because I remember the last time I made the pre-on fight save, I like saved before getting this, so I had to redo this part every time. And it really does just kind of feel like RNG is whether I can get past him hidden the other way or not. Get our key. I hate the UI for that puzzle. I don't understand. Is this like RENet stuff? I don't get it. Whatever, it's yawn time, so we now have a really nice save just before going for yawn. For that fight, we have two objectives: getting the death mask and letting Richard kill Yawn, so that way we can get his shotgun. Because I am going to want it for the stuff coming up. Richard, my man. Since I have inventory space, I'm going to grab these now. Because I do not plan on coming back through here if I can avoid it. It's always nice to have some green herbs. Pretty much, if I get bit, I have to check to see if I got poisoned. If I didn't, we're good. And if I was just running in and running out, it wouldn't be really anything. And fuck him up, Richard. Hell yeah. Nice.
Thanks.
Really eyeballing that shotgun. Richard! Ricardo. And that's a wrap on Yawn. That went to perfecto. There's gonna be a zombie here. That's why I grabbed those herbs. And he's gonna bust through like the Kool-Aid man. I don't necessarily know why I'm taking the long way. I have a shotgun. Whatever. Oh, I can put those herbs up, I guess. Admittedly, I kind of had to just make up a reason, but that is a decent little reason because I took on some extra inventory for those when I didn't necessarily need to. Fuck it, we're gonna get another save. That went really well, and I don't want to do that yawn fight again. So I am not limited on how much I can save beyond just, do I have ink ribbons? Now, Elder Crimson Head, I'm not as worried about. Like, he sucks, and I'm probably going to bring a first aid spray into that fight. Just to be safe. But let's leave that zombie alone. Like, eventually I will have to go for a decap. But We don't have to right now. Let's get this party started. This mask is weird. You have to like load it up from over here. There's immensely less pressure going into this fight, knowing that I have a save like right before it. As I remember the last time, I was like, holy fuck. Knocked his ass. Oh, I don't have a battery. I was hoping not to need a defensive item, but you know what? It worked out alright. Now, I know not to bring a lot with me to where I'm going. This was a very painful lesson because I wanted to smuggle a bunch of shit from this guardhouse, but I had to basically break it down into 2 trips. 2 very dangerous trips. So the less I bring with me over there, the better. If he popped up already as a Crimson Head, I would have been... I would have been very surprised. Oh, is there shotgun shells in here? Am I bringing some over? Regardless. Yeah, I guess I am. Unless we go the dangerous route. Which I think I'm gonna do, because I really don't want to keep this stuff on me for all this. Gotta deal with the dog. It's not so bad when you're not poisoned with yawn poison. But we're doing all right on healing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full heals and some other green herbs down there. We are doing all right on healing, getting it all stockpiled. We're gonna have the Magnum with us for a while. But I want every Magnum round for the Library Yawn fight. We almost didn't make that. Alright, it's gonna be a while before we kill anything. The shotgun is literally for one enemy. That I would much rather use a shotgun for. Whoops. I remember getting mollywopped on my way back through here on my initial run. Like, Lisa had my fucking number. Fuck off. This puzzle's annoying. I might get Starsenal on this one, but I don't know. Which is where you get all the weapons. Because I don't know if I've ever gotten Barry's gun on the PlayStation. It's been a while since I've put in like a real PlayStation run. I'm pretty sure I've gotten This Is Jail plenty of times. Girl, me too. I'm occasionally running a speed test to see if my internet's playing nice again, but so far the answer has been a very resounding no. Like, I probably run it about every half hour, but it's been piss poor every time. Still poor. It peaked up to like 12 there for like a second. I'm eager for the day that Spectrum gives me 500 down, 500 up. We really lucked out there. Yeah, she mollywopped the fuck out of us on our way through. It was rough, man. I'm gonna take a small risk, but it'll help me out with laundering items. Or I guess smuggling is a better term, because I want to bring as much as I can from this guardhouse back with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this crank, and then we're going to take it back to the mansion. Is this kind of out of the way? Yes. It's either that or I have to lug it back with me. This zombie might be a Crimson Head. I'm not super worried about that. But it will be annoying. Yeah, getting this put in here is just one less thing I have to bring with me. I also don't want to bring the Magnum with me now. I don't know where he's gonna spawn at now. That was pure luck. I had no idea what he was gonna do. I think part of what's making a lot of these dodges possible is the fact that we're running with no weapon equipped. Because you do move a little bit faster with no weapon equipped. And you don't really need to have a weapon equipped at all times in this game. I wonder if we'll still get free passage. Or if we gotta deal with snakes. I hope we don't have to deal with snakes yet. Nice. So it's on the way back. This little walkway sucks immensely, by the way. Because I have to travel it like 2 more times, I think. If I'm being as efficient as possible. Because those elevators don't have call-up buttons. We're gonna start stockpiling now. And we're definitely making Vigil on this run. Like, we're not even playing around with that. We're gonna get our book and both healing items in this one. Because there's 2 green herbs in here. That book's gonna be with us for most of our time here. That was a little scary. We have safe passage. If this was very easy, I wouldn't bother pushing that box. It's like the vine does so little damage. But given that this is real survival, I don't want to take any chances. Let's be a green and a blue. There's a self-defense gun and magnum rounds that I really want to bring over with me. Maybe handgun rounds if I can spare the room. And then there'll be at least 1 red herb outside the Plant 42 fight room. Don't grab the map. Don't grab the map. Don't grab the map. Not yet. We're gonna open up this. I want to know where the zombie that shows up in this room actually comes from. So he just kind of shows up. We don't have to worry about him now, but I want to kill him as late as possible to help deter him becoming a Crimson Head. Because that's an awful room to have to fight a Crimson Head in. I think there's like 2 sets of ink ribbons here. It'd be super cool if I could finish this run. I have 2 hours and 28 minutes before I have to stop recording. Like, will stitch the recordings together if that ends up being the case, but that's the last time this room will be safe because it's going to get dangerous as soon as we come back in. Like, even from the bathroom here. Yep. The analog stick's really nice because it's a faster turnaround than the actual 180 function if you need to do a really quick movement like that. It's so much faster with the analog stick. But for like keeping your direction going, tank controls are actually better for like navigating through all the camera changes. So it's really nice that like I can go between them on the fly. Brain fart. We might need our shotgun out for this. It'd be so cool if this decapped him. This guy's the whole reason I brought a shotgun. Yes! Haha! No Crimson Head scare now. He's the only zombie that you really have to kill for this whole guardhouse residence. And even then, like, you don't... I suppose you don't have to kill him if you're way better at this game than I am. But you can make this fairly safe and not have to... resort to that. I am going to do a safety save here in a second, though, which does mean a little bit of backtracking, because we're about to do a really dangerous run. It's one that I probably like get through about 70 or 80% of the time without issue. But sometimes these sharks are out for blood. So we're gonna get our little bridge done here, right? But then we're gonna go save. And while we're doing that, we might as well take a green herb back. You know what? Fuck it. We gotta live a little dangerously sometimes, right? I have a green herb. So yeah, for this one, I absolutely have to make sure no weapon equipped. And being as efficient on the run as possible. It also really helps that you are in full health, because your health has an impact on your speed if you're in like caution or something. My understanding is you won't run as fast. I know I said this isn't a guide, but I guess I'm kind of narrating it like one. That being said, this is all just very off the cuff. So make sure we check. Okay, it's going to be valve number 2. We need to remember that for this part coming up right here. I find using a mix of tank controls and the analog controls is really the way to go. So you can get those quick turns.
Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
But getting back there to the oil pressure is rough. So we get the one to the right. We get the one to the left. There's going to be an error. And then we have to go, since we saw it was valve 2, we need to go do valve 2, which I know speedrunners don't like that one. But we're not a speedrunner. We suck at games.
Activate emergency.
Then we get the safety again, which was on the right side. Then we get the lever, and we are good with that high pressure part. It's the pretty much entire rest of the guardhouse residence is pretty chill from here. Then we just have to drain water. If anything, these are more like notes from myself. Though if anybody else benefits from them, you're welcome, I guess. There are much better guide makers out there. Magnum rounds. Yes, please. Thanks. I don't think there's anything here. No, there's not. So we need to be able to pick up this key. So I use the analog stick to turn there, but then I use the tank controls to actually go forward. Because using analog, I don't know what it is. It's just harder for me to like keep going straight using the analog controls. Whereas tank, I just hold up and make adjustments with the left or right button, and we're good. We will be making one more trip back down here, but it'll be a very straightforward trip. No, what? No. Just I was about to tag a wrestler in a post on Facebook anyways. We have the gallery key now. So let's handle the business. And we didn't really need to do a safety save, which was nice. So we're going to get that red herb, but not right now. Because this room is very go, go, go. I always have problems right there. And just kind of make sure you don't just run in a straight line. Kind of switched up a little bit. See, by waiting, we can just take care of these bees. Like, as soon as they become a danger, we can take them out. Now that gallery's a lot safer. Do I have at least 3 slots? I do. So we're gonna make V-Jolt now. Well, we're gonna make V-Jolt in a second. We're gonna free up some more inventory. If I remember right, the bathroom in here is basically just a giant middle finger. Normally there's like a defense item in there, but so yeah, if we go in there, that's gonna be a bad time. Okay, that room is clear. So maybe there's only 3 ink ribbons out here. I don't know. The combination here is always going to be some combination of 3, 5, and 6. If it doesn't work, change it to 6, change it to 5. I get a lot of success off of that one where it's 3, 6, 5, but like it's not always that, I feel like. I don't know, maybe it is. Yep. I'm always picky. You only need to pick up 3 bottles, but definitely make sure you have enough space for 3. So I actually need to pull up my guide because I fuck this up every time. Alright, so we get a water and a red and a yellow. And we sit here at the yellow. So we combine water and red. We combine purple and yellow. Then we get another yellow. So we've got orange and yellow. And then we get a water. We mix the water and yellow to give us green. Then we mix the green and orange to give us blue. And then we get a red. And we mix it with blue and we're done. We will get our inventory back later, but I remember when I went through here on my initial run of Real Survival, I may or may not have forgotten to oh, no, let's do this. It's trying to be efficient with our space. I don't need those bullets. Like we've done a large part of the killing that we were going to do. It's pretty much all that opening mansion stuff, just making it safer. I only have 3 hunters I plan on killing. And we have gone the wrong way. And one of those hunters I'm going to use the self-defense gun for, because we are not saving Barry on this run. So we're going to have his Magnum going into the lab. And his Magnum will one-shot round 1 Tyrant. And since we're not saving Barry, nor are we saving Chris, we're not going to get the Mo disc. We're not bothering with that. We're not going to fight Tyrant on the helipad. So, like, once we kill Tyrant, we are pretty much in the clear. When I did it before, it only took one round from Barry's Magnum in particular. We're going to use our Magnum to make up for the fact that we didn't get those acid rounds from Barry earlier, because normally I would go in with the grenade launcher for that fight. But we're going to do it with the Magnum instead. The normal Magnum. It's annoying to me that, like, you can do this with Chris, technically Rebecca, but it won't kill Plant 42 for some reason. It just weakens it. Doing it on a knife run was annoying as shit. Yeah, buddy, me too. Let's do a speed test, because I'd love to go live for a little bit. This has actually been a pretty fun run. It's so funny walking in here when you're doing invisible enemies, because like the room looks like this. When clearly it's not. Oh my god. Yeah, my upload is atrocious. It took almost half the test to get up to 2 megabits per second. That's the wrong way. Yeah, we end up getting 2.39. I'm supposed to be getting 20. There is something terribly wrong going on here, and I don't know what. But I'm gonna have a technician come out. Look at it tomorrow. Hopefully he gets here before my work starts. And we got so lucky with that decap. Because he probably would have turned into a Crimson Head there. That would be no fun for anybody. Also, we're going to be able to smuggle everything, I think. Goodbye. I keep being hopeful every time I see Barry that he'll give me those acid rounds, but I don't. I don't actually expect those acid rounds. We're gonna do a save on our way out from here, just because it's been a while. Been a while. We can leave those bullets. We're pretty much just gonna be using shotguns, magnums, and maybe a little bit of grenade launcher going forward. Oh yeah, and Wesker's gonna have some shit for us too. And we're going the wrong way. Oh, we didn't have to do that. Plant 42's dead. I'm just traumatized. You know what? We're making out like bandits here. I'm here for it. Like, even if we do have to go get the stuff from the back shack, it's still better than having to come back here, because I had to leave like magnum rounds and shit out here and like make a special trip last time. I'm glad to know I won't have to do that. Please, thank you. Oh, it was also good that we saved, because we have to deal with fucking snakes on the way back. And while I do have tons of blue herbs with me, I'd like to keep them. In. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. We got really lucky that it didn't poison us. We have one more trip across that. I try to kind of weave around those pillars, so that way the dog kind of struggles and doesn't just beeline it for me. Now there's no dog here, which is great. But we are going to get that self-defense gun out and hope for the best. Because we have some hunters to kill in a couple rooms here. That's one down. I still have a couple to go. fine. Let's go back and get those shells while we're thinking about it. Those are the only 3 hunters that I can recall that I need to take out. Because the way we're going to navigate around, we don't really fuck with a lot of hunters. So we're just going to grab those shells just so we don't need to grab them later. I was going to go to the item box and dump shit, but since I used my red-green, that went okay. Like, those hunters are just jerks. And in fact, we can just load these into the shotgun. There. Cool. So bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk. I'll keep the shotgun because there's a couple of zombies here, there, everywhere that I'll need to take out. I can think of 3 minimum. Well, no, 4 upwards of maybe even 5. So you know what? We're gonna bring those shells with us. So that way we can have a dedicated inventory slot to some shells. Alright, so now that we're back in the mansion, we are heading to the map room. And there's actually some healing in there that I want to consolidate. So you're going to see a little bit of backtracking for a second. I like getting as much into that box as possible so I know that that room has all my shit. Oh, there's literally just a green herb. I'll keep this with me, I guess. Always terrible about getting behind the statue. So yeah, tank controls are the way to go with this room because the camera changes make it really hard to try to do this puzzle with the analog stick. Run, go around super quick. And you just have to keep pushing it this direction. That's something that kept goofing me up in this room. Because you, like, you think you gotta push it in too, but you don't. You just have to keep pushing it that one direction, and it will eventually catch. The shotgun, we're gonna just bolt through this area and hope for the best. I know when I was doing my invisible enemies run, we had a really hard time with this one right here. Because he just spit like as soon as I came around that corner. It was stupid. So these are two of the zombies that I figured I would need to take out. They don't need to die, they just need to not be a threat. There's another zombie that's going to be here in the kitchen that's going to block us from getting the elevator. We don't have to shoot him though, because we can just kind of like bait him around a little bit. I checked that because on the lower difficulties there's a dagger there. So if you want healing, you have to deal with the zombie right outside the elevator, but if you don't, which I think we're gonna just leave it there because we have plenty in the box and we're doing really good today. Like, I'm a bit more on it than I usually am. Then we can just go this way. Oh, nice. I didn't think I was gonna just dodge that one. I was expecting to at least have to shoot him. So this is why we brought shotgun ammo, so we can just merge this in and already have it accounted for. So we need to go to the Eagle room. That's super dangerous. I'm not a fan of it. No, we're gonna take a long way around because there's two zombies and a crimson head in there. Yeah, like we could just zip around this way. We might have to deal with the hunter this way, but I don't mind that too much. And since we're not getting the modisc, we only have to get one of these items. And there's a dagger in here for us to use. Forget, what is that? Oh. No, I'm not interested. It's the red one that we need. We're probably going to use that green herb. Which I'm pretty okay with that. Oh shit. But now we need to use it regardless. I was not expecting that Crimson Head to be hanging out right outside that room. I figured he'd be in a different part of the hall. So that's our fuck up. You know what? Well, yes. Oh, we are fine after that. We'll probably get knocked into like orange caution really easy, but we're gonna stop because there's goodies and shit in that room, and I really only want to make one trip. Because if you have to make two, then a hunter shows up, and that's not fun for anybody. So we're gonna dump some stuff now. Like, now that we've gotten past most of the zombies, I think I could even put my shotgun shells up. But I still want the shotgun as some insurance. And we'll just go up to the U-Haul to get back to the main area. Yeah, because this is taking up space. You know what I just realized? That the reason that was available was because might as well get the crank. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this crank business over with too while I'm thinking about it. That means we want to carry some insurance with us. Boom. So that way if we get poisoned, we'll be alright. I have an hour and 51 minutes before I have to forcefully stop this recording. I just talked about doing all that, and I was like, I'm not going out the back. Stupid. And I mean, technically we could do the yawn fight later, but I want to go ahead and get it done now. Just so that way it's one less thing I have to do. So yeah, I guess really you could do that at any time. At least before you fight Lisa Trevor. Which we'll definitely be saving before that one, because like, she's kind of a wild card for me. I can usually get through the fight with no problems. But sometimes she'll like sneak attack me. I guess is the way to put it. I don't really know. So we're going to do this. And one thing I learned is and this is something I kind of just found as I was going through on the Xbox, but like kind of stop up here. And then let him come out. Like, don't just... Normally hugging... Yeah, there's a lot there. So like stopping as you get to the top of the ladder, letting that snake jump out. It probably would be better to stop as you're crossing the little like Z part. Damn, he is camped like right there. So I'm gonna use the analog stick here to move quickly. You do have to get around this dog here, which kind of sucks. Because he's just right in the fucking way. But as long as you're not like poisoned and on death's door, even if you get hit, it shouldn't be fine. Cool. So now we don't need that crank ever again. We can free up that inventory slot. Basically, I want to get all of the mansion stuff done minus the on fight. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. There. Now, granted, if you wanted to be like as efficient as possible, you would hold off on doing the crank bit, but I want everything done so I can just run from the on fight to this one. Yon's honestly the last real boss, I guess. Because you don't have to shoot Lisa to kill her. You just have to do the puzzles safely. And then Tyrant, we're gonna kill him with Barry's Magnum in one shot. Like, it's kind of a joke how much damage it does. Might as well get ourselves ready for what I'm looking to do next. Yeah, if I remember right, in the jewelry box room, there is a dagger, a green herb, a blue herb, and the jewelry box. Now, the dagger won't take up any space, but the other three will, even though I'm going to merge the green and blue. But it's important that we don't go to the mirror room until we're ready to commit to picking up everything in there and leaving. If we have to go back for any reason, Hunter busts through like the Kool-Aid Man, and we're trying to avoid as many hunters as possible. Though once we get to the underground part, we're going to deal with, like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 hunters down there. It's stupid. And then we have that whole section with Lisa, which sucks to do invisible. Not a fan of that. Oh shit, is this a, is this an ink ribbon in here? So I think there is one. I want this so I can check the map later. Wait a second. So we gotta be really... Oh, it's a blue herb pot. Okay, that's a little better. Oh, fuck. Before he gets up. If you have to get grabbed from the front. Not a fan of this puzzle. Like, I'm okay at it. I found it's best to, like, kind of put them in advance and then just slide them in once you have them loaded. Yeah, there's... Come on, you were in there. There, you're in about as far as you'll go. You're in about as far as you'll go. You're in about as far as you'll go. Come on. These are the chunkiest pieces all of a sudden. I don't understand why those were so annoying. Let's go ahead and use this brooch key, and we might as well heal up at the box too, as we're about to do our save. I'm just gonna use those little green herbs. That's a little insurance for us in case we get fucked up. Why not? It's not like I have any other rounds or anything. It has been a minute since we saved. Did I do everything I want to do before I do the save? I use the brooch key. Yep. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, I think. That was kind of a lot to do in between saves, but once we had those 300s down, I knew we were in decent shape. So we're gonna put these ribbons up. See, now we're starting to get a pretty good little surplus of ribbons where like we can save a lot more frequently after big events. The next save I'm planning to do is right before the spider encounter in the underground area. Yeah, fuck it, it's fine. Wait, no, it's not. What's the best way through the armor hall? The crow stairs. Because that's going to put us right next to where we want to go. Is it the fastest way? No, but it's the safest way. I don't know who that was. Crow stairs. We're gonna get to those from down here. I don't know if we have to run back through there again, but I'll just keep it in my mind to not run through there again and use the graveyard instead. It's not a big deal. I could get a little bit more ammo with that blue gem because, like, I could go and pop in and do it, but that's just a lot of extra risk for very little reward. And granted, I've done some like out of the way things on this, but I think I'm gonna pass on it. Let's run another speed test. Remember last time I had Spectrum come out here, I had a splitter that was just like not working right. But it seems weird that I get all my download speed, but my upload speed is just like fucked. It's a little better than it was, but I had opened my big stupid mouth. No, it's about the same. Again, it's supposed to be near 20. I got 5.03. Thanks, Spectrum. I can't stream. And like that's annoying, but the reason I am like really irritated about it is because I need decent upload speed for work. So normally I'd be using acid rounds here. That was a very poor shot on my part. Oh, that was poor planning. Fuck, yawn. Wow, I was not expecting to take that many magnum shots. But whatever, it went fine. We're not poisoned is the important part. But wow, that ate up pretty much every magnum round we acquired. That makes me very glad that I am getting Bear's Magnum now. Fucking hell. We'll grab that green herb on the way back down to the crow stairs, I think. Patch up with that. Alright, we're good for the underground area, because now we just need the stone ring. But we have both of our emblems at this point. Yeah, I sure as shit wasn't expecting that. I knew in the back of my mind we were probably okay. Because we also brought the grenade launcher. But I was really trying not to use it. But we almost had to. We used 17 shots. 16 of them, I think, were hits. So remember, for item box, we need to use the graveyard. And we're pretty much done with the mansion. We will come back for one teensy tiny little part later. I feel like I'm a lot better stair skating when I go downstairs versus upstairs. It shouldn't be different from the little bit I know about it, but admittedly there's not really all that great of guides out there about it. There's like one from a person that I don't care for. And it was alright. But I did leave it with some questions, because I'm the kind of person to ask a bunch of questions or overthink stuff. Alright, so we're gonna do another save. This is kind of a safety save, but like I said, now that we're starting to really roll in those ink ribbons, we can be a lot more free with our save habits. The knife is for the spider fight. Which I might as well just keep these ribbons on me anyways, because I'm going to be picking up some and smuggling them out. I don't think we need to kill anything in the underground. I may regret this later. That, that, a chewy. I don't think the knife penalizes your run speed any. Boy, I hope nothing jumps out. Oh, it's a hunter. We won't have to deal with that hunter anymore, but there are 2 hunters coming up that we have to deal with twice. Once now, and then once when we come back with the cylinder. It's always kind of a gamble how aggressive they are. They were actually kind of aggressive there. I got kind of lucky. That's been a lot of this run, though. It's been luck. You know what? We're good to do another save. Fuck it. But we will trigger the boulder and stuff as well. That way we can just jump right back into the spider fight if we need it. Because this fight is annoying. Because we're not going to be fighting the spider. We're going to be ignoring the spider as much as possible. But the spider won't be ignoring us, unfortunately. And I think there's... Nope. Nope. Other way. There's some goodies down here. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of over the handgun rounds. I keep making all this effort to pick them up. They're really handy for the first, like, 40 minutes. But then, not so much. We're going to save now, so we don't have to keep dodging that boulder. But we can just try the spider fight as much as we want. We'll save that green herb there. This will probably be the only save I make down here in the underground area. But we pretty much just... Yeah, we're going to go up to the Lisa Trevor fight after this, and that'll be our next save. I have an hour and 24 minutes. It's going to be close. I'm going to have to record the last little bit after the reason we have a hard cutoff is I need to grab a quick shower and then go pick up Savvy from work. We are temporarily becoming a 1-car household. And the reason for that I'll talk about after. Oh shit, there's a dagger, like a normal dagger down here. I didn't know that. Fuck. Okay. what was that spider doing? I need to check to see if I got poisoned, but that went about as well as it could have. No, we're good. So we have this here if we need it. I'm just gonna take it now. In case some fuckery happens later, but yeah, that was the worst part, was getting through that door. I watched a speedrun. I think the speedrunner's name is like Pessimism. His runs were pretty good. I do recommend checking his out. But he actually used a flamethrower in the run that I watched, and I was like, huh, I never thought to use it. And granted, that was a Chris playthrough. Jill doesn't get it, but nonetheless, that was pretty handy. I wouldn't have thought to use a flamethrower to get through a door quickly, because I generally think of it as a weapon to, like, you know, kill stuff with. So that was cool to see. There's a first aid spray up here. I know it's because I literally just did this like a couple days ago. So it's all really fresh in my head. my playthroughs typically hit the in-game timer like 2 hours and 40 some odd minutes, but this one is going to take a bit longer because I have to do a lot of extra stuff that I don't normally do. I know there's a more efficient way to get the statue like turn around into the right spot, but like I have yet to actually learn it, so it is what it is. But anyways, the reason we're going to a single car household, we're only doing it temporarily, but Savvy has some damage to her car. And they're quoting like upwards of $5,000 to fix it. So she's just gonna sell her car back to Carvana, which is where she bought it from in the first place. She's gonna sell it back to them and use my car, because I work from home, outside of... Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Outside of like going to appointments or like getting groceries, I don't really drive anywhere. It's been kind of silly for me to have a car, but she can use the car and start saving up for a down payment on a new one. And in the meantime, she's going to be helping with my car payment while she's driving it. We're going to get her like extra insurance and stuff. So that'll free up a little bit of my money every month. And she won't be paying as much. Alright, so the spider's gonna be up to some shit, but like it doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't kill us with a tackle. That is not a the dagger that I thought it was. Just a JK on that. It looked like it though. Skirt. I don't really need that anymore. Yeah, honestly, we'll do it here in a minute, but we can actually just eat the survival knife. Was not expecting to get fucked up like that. But that was kind of me falling asleep at the wheel a little bit. I should have had no problem getting around those. So, if you are following along and not just watching, I hope that goes a lot better for you than it did me. Oops. Code is 4231, regardless of your difficulty. This is handgun ammo. Alright, no, we can... I feel like she's in a random spot every time. We just kind of have to keep an eye out for her. She really likes to block. grabbing these now because she might mollywop us here in a minute. Something I didn't know is that you can climb these boxes, but I think it's literally just a battery pack for me on this difficulty. But like on lower difficulties, you can find magnum rounds up there, which is pretty dope. But yeah, I did not know that you could climb those boxes until I was doing the every nook and cranny achievement with Chris on the Xbox, which was a terrible idea. That run took me like 5 hours to do. There's just so much shit in every room, and you have to be very thorough. The opening mansion alone took me like 2 hours, and like a lot of that was because I played on Chris, and I played on very easy. So there was even more shit. That was the wrong way. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. We really don't need the hexagonal crank anymore, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm glad I'm knocking this out of the way. That way everything else I have to do on PlayStation should be easier. Though one thing that I am struggling to remember is if I unlocked one dangerous zombie or not. Yawn. I don't know. How much time do we have? We have an hour and 13 minutes to get through the last little bit of the underground and then the lab. That's not too bad, man. I think we might finish this up before I have to cut the recording. I just have to make sure not fuck around. So she pretty much goes to the right. No. She got me on the downswing. Perfect. I was thinking she normally hangs out here, but I guess she doesn't. Whatever. I think this is the last time we have to worry about poison at all, is here in this little waterway, which I've never been bit in that waterway, but at least not in my recent times of playing. I can't really remember anything prior. use a green herb. Why not? Especially where we got a little boop on the nose. So once we clear the Lisa Trevor fight, then we will we'll do our final box shenanigans in the mansion, and we'll save. Yeah, we'll save in the mansion. And that, well, yeah, we'll figure that stuff out. This guy's a spitter. There'll be 2 more zombies that weren't down here before, but like, I don't know why Capcom put them here. You just run by them. Half the time they don't even really like give a fuck that you're there. Or rather, they do these. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? We're really just gonna need a lot of. Okay, so here's that's wrong room. We're gonna be bringing the lighter and the kerosene with us because I really like to clear out zombies in the lab, especially in the part where you have to do the fuel canister. I pretty much will go and pre-clear all of that and make sure that it's like totally taken care of. We're gonna get 4 of those spots back. Let's go use, before we save, let's go ahead and put these in. I didn't even think to do that, which is funny because I remembered to do it last time, but if we can put them in, we can just go ahead and fill up 2 spots now with stuff that we want, which we need like a couple of inventory slots in the lab. We don't really need a whole lot since a lot of the lab can be skipped pretty easy. But I need to have a spot for Barry's Magnum. And I'm glad we've already allocated space to shotgun shells. We will do a save before we do the fuel canister, because you never know, man. You never know. And we're gonna get a couple slots back for these metals. So those metals are really gonna just cover me for the whole lab, so I can bring 2 more things, like, comfortably to the lab. And this is the kind of shit you wouldn't have to do this normally, because I could just toss all this shit in a box and be good. I'm kind of over prepared. Oh, right, I have to get the lighter and kerosene. That's my 2 spots. Duh. Because I do not want crimson heads. Especially in the like B1. I guess it's more of a B2 area. Lighter, fuel canteen. And we're going to be putting that up, so we'll get an extra thing. That's the lab stuff. And then, yeah, I think we're alright. It's been, like, once I burn those bodies, I'm going to chuck the lighter in the fuel canteen. Yeah, we'll save, like, actually in the Lisa stairs, which is a typewriter there. I remember my last real survival run added like a whole extra hour. This one's gonna add probably about 25-30 minutes. But I usually clear the game in about 2 hours and 42 minutes, like around that mark. And again, I'm not a speedrunner by any means. Like, I can beat the game just fast enough. And that's all I really need. We'll save. We have 3 more saves, this being one of them. So are we actually getting through this with less saves now? Yes. I have not saved nearly as much. Interesting. And we're saving here just that way we don't have to fight. Like, if we get knocked off, it's really not a big deal. Stair skating is really nice in this part. Oh my god. This is one of the worst uploads yet. I think this is why when I'm doing remote play on 428 Shibuya Scramble that, like, I'm struggling so bad with it. I'm gonna cut that out real quick. Boy, she really put us on our ass, didn't she? There we go. Yeah, she didn't fuck around. She said, "Get off my platform, bitch." Doing that during the invisible enemy mode kind of sucks too. Just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna come right back down and get Barry's Magnum, but we need to clear up these inventory slots. Yeah, this took me like 3 days to do before, and I've been able to sit down and do it in one session, which is really nice. That was our first death in this run too. We got through everything without any real issue. But it was so nice having some like fallback saves. It takes so much of the pressure off. Hey, we did get it. Fuck yeah. That was the last weapon we needed. I guess I've always given Barry his gun on PlayStation. Well, I can take that one off of my to-do list. Good. We're just gonna hold on to that forever and ever. And I'm gonna go ahead and mark real survival and don't save anyone's Jill off of my list. I always, when I'm playing through a game and I'm trophy hunting, I will make a notepad document that has all the trophies like written in my own words. It helps me remember what I'm wanting to do. No, I just wanted to pick this up. Thank you. It helps me like remember what I need to do, as well as let me have an easier way to kind of like check stuff off. Nice. That's 1 of 3. And we're just gonna wait patiently, because this is a pretty good angle to be able to do it all. This one is alright too. So he did not stay down. He did. I think we got both of them with that. I'm here for it. As long as none of them turn to a Crimson Head later. That's not. There we go. This one kind of sucks. But we're gonna go ahead and really be thorough clearing this stuff out. This guy, the first time I ever played this game on hard, fucked me over so bad. And you know, honestly, another zombie, we can leave his ass there. He's not gonna hurt anybody. He's all the way down there. Whoops. So it's John, Ada, If you mash the X button, you can get through the screens faster when it shows these maps. Never know. I mean, we've really, like, we have a ton of defense items. We could have saved ourselves quite a bit of health. But yeah, this little tunnel zombie here that I burned up, he's the asshole that I really wanted to avoid. So while we're up here, let's go ahead and shit can some stuff. This way we can open up our inventory and be in better shape. Perfect. It's always 8462. That map right there, just as a very side note, fucks up a lot of the every nook and cranny runs. Didn't for me, but almost did. I got literally to where I was running to the helipad and was like, damn, I can get a map down here. Yeah, we fucked up. So we have 2 more zombies and at least 1 chimera to dispatch, so I'm probably going to dispatch 3 chimeras. And we don't really need to come in this room, but 1, we want to be able to discard the key, and 2, there are some shotgun shells in here that we want. Might not need them, but at this point we're far enough away from our main box that we want to be stocked up if it's not going to bloat our inventory. So these naked zombies, from everything I've seen online, they do not turn into crimson heads, so you do not need to burn them. He should be out. Yeah. Because if we go into this room that I missed the door on and come back out, they should just be like gone. There's no shotgun shells. There's some flame rounds. There's also an ink crib in here. This look how many we have extra. Like we could have done a lot more safety saves. We kind of just played fast and loose with some stuff. We'll pick that first aid up later. Like, yeah, they are gone. Now these Chimera, like if you don't catch them the right way, they take a lot more ammo than they should to blow up or to die. I was reading the message. Alright. That being said, let's do a safety save because we're about to run. Oh, before we do, we do have one more zone. Well, no, we can do that as we get over there, but we're gonna go ahead and do our fuel run save now. There is a naked zombie in the fuel canister room, but like he's not really a big deal. And we will save right before Tyrant. So we're going to come in at 10 saves. We could probably get away without saving before Tyrant, but I want some insurance. This isn't about doing it fast. This isn't about being pro. This is all about keeping it easy. Once we kill this last zombie, we can actually put our shotgun up. Like, unequip it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get to, like, have plenty of time to take this shower. I was sitting here thinking, like, damn, I'm gonna have to rush. No. No, I'm not. Is he bleeding? He is. Yay. Then, like, speedrunners do this, like, half-run nonsense. And I have no doubt it's faster and very skillful and amazing and all that. No, we're walking the whole way with the D-pad. Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. And the healing item out here, I think, is just a green herb. We don't really need that. Go through the paths we cleared. Yeah, on my very first hard mode run, I died in that tunnel because a zombie grabbed me. Well, he turned into a Crimson Head and he beat the shit out of me, I should say. This, you don't actually use the item from your inventory, you just interact with it. Alright, we're gravy. That's the run's pretty much in the bag at this point. We're gonna get a couple more trophies out of the way for this because I have yet to clear the game and not save everybody with both Jill and Chris. So I tied both of those into this run because it was how I was going to play it anyways. So it made sense. Alright. Not that there's much prep we need to do here, but we're going to grab that first aid. We're going to get our ink ribbon out. Again, I like having intro. Oh, we already got our ink ribbon. Cool. In that case, we're good to just do our next save. As you never know. And that's our last save. Now we just need to keep one inventory slot open so we can get the mandatory items at the very end. I guess you technically need two, because you have to be able to pick up the master key to unlock the door. So yeah, you need two inventory spots open after this fight. Because we need the little master key. I mean, granted, we could dump it. Well, no. We can, but there's no reason. This is it. We got Barry's Magnum. I think this is the strongest weapon in the game. That could be the self-defense gun. They're probably pretty close, but I do know this will one-shot Tyrant on this first phase. There's 3 cutscenes. Ta-da! It is a joke. Release the locks. Then we just leave through the helipad. No self-destructs, no nothing. We just waltz right on out, man. This is gonna be the most anticlimactic ending. we leave. I always overshoot that. So we need that, but then we need the flares. And that would normally keep a spot open for the rocket launcher, but we're not going to get the rocket launcher because we don't need it. That's a wrap.
Jill, you did a fine job.
You know what? That could have been worse for real survival. And that's easy. I think my next run will be a Chris knife only. But yeah, that's a wrap for that one. So yeah. Well, I had 39 minutes to spare before I had to cut the stream. I'm here for it. And that's probably the hardest trophy in the game, knocked out. Probably. I wish I could have streamed it, but it is what it is. We're going to do a little slight bonus here. It has nothing to do with the real survival run, but I want to see if I load up a Chris file. If One Dangerous Zombie is turned on.
Alpha team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City.
This will impact my runs a little bit for the remaining
There are only
ones.
3.
Yep. Neat. Alright, we start with this big dumb thing. We're not even gonna like finish this playthrough. Ta-da! I wrote up a Chris playthrough as well. Very Chris walkthrough. I don't really plan on streaming anything with Chris. The Invisible Run's gonna be with Jill again. Trying to see when he shows up. So we've already been through a couple of his areas, but I don't know if he starts showing up yet. If I don't have one dangerous zombie unlocked, then I'm super here for that. So whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, we've been through yeah, I'm just gonna skip so we y'all don't have to watch in suspense. Alright, this is apparently the moment of truth. I don't think he's here though. So I've run through most of the rooms that he's supposed to show up in. They specifically mention him as being in here. Yeah, okay, great. I didn't unlock that mode, so it sounds great to me. I'm gonna stop recording because this is just gonna be Chris's every man for himself trophy, but yeah, cool. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. Alright, we got some bonus here. Let me do the lead in on this really quick. So I finished up that Chris run. I'm just gonna tack this to the end of the real survival run. And I've been doing a playthrough knife only. And invisible enemies. The Crimson Head prototype sucked because I couldn't see him and I couldn't really damage him. Took 2 full heals and like I was in danger when I finished that. But we're gonna try Plant 42. This might take a little bit. I'll post the successful run here. So you don't have to see all the failure. You know, fuck it, you can see all the failures. No. This is bonus content anyways. So I'm just gonna stitch this to the end. So I have no idea what to do. I've done this on Xbox, but I did not. Wait, you can. Well, that's something. You can see the. You can at least see the plant in the middle. This is very easy, by the way. Holy shit. It knocked me through the railing. But we are getting mollywopped here, boys. This could take a very long time. Because I don't even know like how far along I am on it. Oh, and we didn't get the V-Jolt because we saved Richard like a dummy. At least I don't have to mash the button. I can literally just hold the swing button. And we're doing alright for not getting hit. Just kidding. This is gonna be boring as shit. But you have to understand I can't see. Yeah, I'm thinking we might need to change positions. Downstairs sucks a lot. That little attack is terrible. I don't even know where these tentacles are. And you may be thinking, well, just run to the middle. No, that's how you get really fucked up. Really? Yeah, I love getting stun locked, man. It's great. Ugh. Come on. You're shitting me. Bro, I've gone through so many heals without even getting another hit. What a terrible boss fight. I tried to look up, like, where you can swing from. First try, but I don't know how. That was pretty awful. Oh, okay. Well, we will record. I'm just gonna do like boss fights, I think. But yeah, let me say though, when I beat this run, I'll have the platinum. So I'm not saving anybody. So go us. See you in a bit.